Welcome to the Boxing Talk Show.
Fair but firm.
With the Hall of Fame boxing referee.
I'm Joe Cortez.
And co-host John Zamel for all of Las Vegas.
Come on, guys. Let's touch them up. 3 fight. I'm Joe Cortez. Fair but firm.
Welcome to the Fair but Firm Show here in Las Vegas, Nevada, the entertainment capital of the world. Of course, you all know this is the boxing capital of the world, John.
Yes, sir. It is. Feels like it again this week, baby. Always, whenever we have a big pay-per-view in town, it feels like a big one.
But it's definitely a big week for Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. The fight fans wanted to see for a long time. And we're talking about who's got it, who's going to go with the win Saturday night. Manny Pacquiao says that beating Keith Thurman would be one of his biggest victories on his resume. And, of course, Keith Thurman, this is his first pay-per-view event ever for him. So he's testing the new waters when it comes to pay-per-view. So he's going to be getting probably his biggest paycheck ever. But Manny Pacquiao's been there many times already.
Over and over and over and over and over again. Pay-per-view king.
Throughout 2 decades, and now here he is fighting at the age of 40. And people say he's all washed up and whatnot, but I said, you know what? They're going to be in for a big surprise. Just like I was surprised when he put a whipping on Adrian Broner. Mm-hmm. He took Adrian Broner to school.
He sure did. And now, to prevent the counter argument there, Keith Thurman is not Adrian Broner. Keith Thurman is another level. He's another size. He's another type of person. Keith Thurman is a undefeated former unified welterweight champion of the world.
Right.
Keith Thurman's also not Floyd Mayweather. Keith Thurman's also not prime Manny Pacquiao. Let's there's levels to this game, and it is what it is here. I think at the end of the day, we're really having a question: what does Pacquiao have left, and is it good enough to beat what Keith Thurman has left? Because Keith Thurman was out of the ring for 2 years, came back, fought one shaky tune-up. Is he going to return to his prime or not?
Well,
and is the Manny Pacquiao that we saw beat Adrian Broner the real Manny Pacquiao, or is the Manny Pacquiao that we saw, lose a contentious decision to Jeff Horn the real Manny Pacquiao?
We got to see which Manny Pacquiao shows up Saturday night.
That's the truth, man.
And of course, to see what happens with Keith Thurman, who's been on the show for a while. When you're inactive for a while, you're rusty.
Ring rust, baby.
The ring rust sets in. And let's see, if he got some of that ring rust, he sure didn't look impressive beating Josecito Lopez when Lopez had him in trouble.
Oh, yeah?
He rocked him. They got to wonder. He's not a hard puncher like Manny Pacquiao is. Can he take Pacquiao's punching power?
Absolutely.
I was going to some tapes last night.
Can he take the pressure that Manny Pacquiao has? Because when Josecito Lopez had him hurt, or I was watching some Luis Colasso, his Luis Colasso fight the other day, when Luis Colasso nailed him with that big body punch, he had him hurt too, and he wasn't able to put him away. Now, a lot of that credit goes to Thurman. Not being able to get put away, that is something. When you can keep your leg, stand on shaky legs, prevent yourself from getting put down, that says something about you as a fighter. But at the same time, it's about, if he gets in that same situations against a Manny Pacquiao, who's going to throw volume, fast, hard volume, nonstop pressure, he's going to be able to put him away in a different way than Colasso would.
A lot of these fighters say, I was watching on YouTube last night, a lot of these fights are histories of Manny Pacquiao. I watch it one by one. I mean, so many of them. He destroyed all these guys.
Oh, my God.
They all set up to the fight. They couldn't keep up with his speed, his punching power, his defense, his offense. He was just too much for all of them. And they were talking a lot of smack before the fight, what they're going to do to Manny Pacquiao. And when it's all over, they couldn't, even Brandon Rios, he was he went the distance with Manny, but he got his hands. He said, I couldn't keep up with his speed was too much.
It's true. It's speed.
And, and he throw combinations one after the other. And when he throws 6, 7, 8, 9 punches in a row, it's hard to block all of them.
To be fair though, he's not Manny Pacquiao from 2007. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. He's a different guy than he was 12 years ago. He doesn't throw the same amount of volume. He picks his spots a little more, but he's still got one of the most accurate punchers on the planet. The guy doesn't miss. Yeah. I mean, he can put together solid combinations, and he is still faster than Keith Thurman is. Keith Thurman has this hitch, right? This is what people talk about. It's what Freddie Roach is talking about. It's what every fight fan who thinks that, who wants to talk to me, because he opens up like this when he throws. Everything he throws is a looping hook. And if you can time those, then you got him. Well, because all you got to do is catch him before his loop can get to you.
Well, that's one of the things that Keith Thurman has been working out in the gym for.
Keeping him tight?
Yeah, well, he's been watching Manny Pacquiao when he throws a little open puncher, and he's prone to stay open when he throws a left or a right. Mm-hmm. But he's so quick, and the power punches that come along with it is kind of hard. And talking about great defense, let's talk about it. A fighter, must we say, with
heavy hearts, yeah.
May he rest in peace. Pernell Whitaker, whom I referee on numerous occasions, one of the best defense fighters in the history of boxing, was one of the great welterweights and champions out there, was really outstanding. And he He passed last night. He was hit by an automobile in Virginia Beach. So our condolences to Pernell Whitaker's family and loved ones and all the fight fans. We know Pernell Whitaker was definitely one of the top high-ranking Hall of Famers in boxing. May his soul rest in peace.
Absolutely. And any newer fight fans out there who may not know who Pernell Whitaker is, please do yourselves a favor. Go on YouTube, watch his highlights. The guy was an absolute masterclass. In the name of this game is hit and don't get hit. That's just the way it is. A lot of guys love brawlers who'll go in there, take shots, and trade them back. But at the end of the day, really what creates career longevity, what creates a lot of highlights, and what creates that next level of boxing is your ability to be defensive. And this guy is, without a doubt, one of the greatest defensive masters of all time. Floyd Mayweather once did a list of his top 5 boxers ever, and I think he had Sweet Pea at number 2. And when you watch him, you can see why. He emulates his style in so many ways. He was a Floyd Mayweather starter kit. Yeah, and the guy, he was so good at not getting hit.
I remember refereeing him the first time against Julio Cesar Chavez at the Alamo Dome in Texas. There's 65,000 fans at the stadium, and the fans really thought that he pulled it out. He got a draw with Chavez.
Yeah, that was Chavez was 89-0 at that time, right?
Yeah.
And that made him 89-0-1, and then he lost the next fight, right?
Yeah.
So that was the one that people said he should have been his first loss.
Yeah, but Pernell Whitaker definitely was definitely one of the better ones out there. And again, our condolences and a lot of prayers to the family. Okay,
absolutely, I'm glad we
Okay, talking again about defense and offense of Manny Pacquiao and Keith Thurman. They're going to bring a lot of pay-per-view. First pay-per-view event for Keith Thurman. He's never been in a pay-per-view event.
That's a different level, right? We talk about this before, and it's one of my favorite subjects, but there's a reason why. There's a different animal when you walk out there under those lights, right?
Yeah.
When your job isn't just to fill the seats, put on a show, and win, but your job is to sell. You got to sell, and I got to give Keith Thurman credit here. Keith Thurman has never been this dude in all of his career. He's always been like, don't get me wrong, he's confident. I mean, he's a fighter. Most fighters are confident, but he's never turned heel. He's never wanted to be heel because he never needed to be. He was always the guy who would deep dive into analytics in boxing. He was the boxing's logical tactician. He was all this stuff. And then now when he's fighting the people's champion, Manny Pacquiao, he recognized how his role would have to be in selling this fight, and he's done a phenomenal job at coming out, being the instigator, being the trash talker. He knew Manny wouldn't be that, so he's done a great job selling this fight. Not that you need to, because it's Manny Pacquiao.
Well, in boxing, sometimes you're told, listen, you know what? We know that you're kind of quiet, you're a gentleman-like individual, but for this fight, really hype it up, just like Conor McGregor did against.
But not everybody can do it.
He's doing the best he can.
I think he's doing pretty good.
He's doing a pretty good job. He speaks very intelligently. He knows the game inside out.
Absolutely.
He knows what he can do. He's undefeated, so he talks with a lot of confidence, and rightfully so.
Absolutely.
But the man's really got what it takes to be one of the top welterweights out there. And Keith Thurman is going to come with all his ammunition comes Saturday night.
I think so too, man.
And sometimes these fighters, when they start taking the punches, they got to go into survival mode where they start taking punches from Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
But Manny
Pacquiao doesn't let his foot off the gas. He keeps coming.
He got to keep going.
If he smells blood, he comes after you.
When I interviewed him just before the Broner fight, one of the things he was saying was that he felt that he was not ready to retire. I said, when are you going to be fighting Floyd Mayweather, or who's your next opponent? He said, well, I'm thinking about tomorrow's fight, which was Adrian Broner when he fought that a couple of months back. And sure enough, Mayweather deal is not happening yet. But I think Mayweather's still sitting on the background, licking his chops and saying, well, you know what? Don't be surprised if Mayweather is there to fight Saturday night, just at ringside to say, you know what? He likes that publicity of saying,
he loves it.
I'm going to be.
He loves the publicity.
I may be the next opponent for the winner of this fight.
Absolutely. Well, let's talk about that. What it is. It's not like Floyd Mayweather just loves the attention, which of course he loves the attention. But it's not just that. Everybody that thinks, why doesn't he just go away? Isn't he retired? If Floyd Mayweather goes away, then there's no longer offers of hundreds of millions of dollars on the table. As long as his face is in the crowd, as long as he's around, as long as he's showing up at Clippers games and meeting Manny Pacquiao in Tokyo, he still has a chance to make another, $250 million payday. And if you could make a $250 million payday, you keep your eye around too, because as long as he's in the spotlight, he has that possibility.
Yeah, I think Manny Pacquiao is going to be showing off all his skills Saturday night. He knows that this Saturday night is going to be the big night for his resume. Whether he definitely is an 8-time world champion.
The guy's an all-time great.
8 division world champion, and we know he's an all-time great, and we know that he wants to go out on top. He doesn't want to go out with a loss.
This is a very big win for him. People, if you think that Manny Pacquiao is the greatest of all time, and there are people who do because of his 8 divisions, and a lot of people, at the end of your arguments, when you say, first thing you're going to say is 8 division world champ. Second thing you're going to say is you're going to bring up some of his resume. But I promise you, one of the 5 things you're going to say if he wins this fight is at 40 years old, he beat Keith Thurman for the welterweight championship after starting a blah, 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 blah. That you're going to bring this fight up.
But you know, but you know what the fans are going to say? Oh, he beat Keith Thurman, but he was rustic or he was inactive. You know, they're going to look.
Nah, dude, not 10 years from now.
Manny Pacquiao, they're going to say, are you Filipino fans out there? I know you guys have been watching. You guys, thank you for being great followers of our show.
Absolutely.
And keep spreading the word. Keep sharing this website out to all your friends.
Subscribing on YouTube, too.
Yeah, YouTube. Yeah, keep subscribing because we're very proud to say you guys have followed, especially your fighter, Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is definitely a great one. And Saturday night, he's going to show you fans, again, that he has what it takes. And you know what? Win or lose, he's going to go out like a champ.
That's what he does, man.
He's not gonna go down. He's not looking for no sore spot in the ring to go down. He's gonna give it all he got. You can knock him down 10 times. He'll get up 10 times if he has to. But Manny Pacquiao got the heart of a lion. He's definitely gonna show the fans.
Absolutely. That's what's so intriguing about this fight, man. Is it's easy to judge anybody by their last fight, right? That's what they say. You're only as good as your last performance.
Yeah.
And Manny Pacquiao's last performance was probably better than Keith Thurman's last performance. His opponent was ranked better.
Right.
He performed, more. I mean, he just outclassed him throughout. But at the same time, you got to remember, you got to look back on, resume. And of course, Keith Thurman's resume will never compare to Manny Pacquiao's. You're talking about an all-time great. So you say, all right, well, let's just look at the last few years. Well, it's hard to look at the last few years because Manny Pacquiao's was way up and down, and Keith Thurman wasn't even in the ring.
Yeah, but I can tell you one thing.
You don't know what to expect.
I'm gonna tell you one thing. Me being a referee, I can say it's been an honor to I've been the referee for 3 of Manny Pacquiao's fights. And I remember when he first came up as a 118-pounder bantamweight, and he won the championship here in Las Vegas. I remember Bob Arab asking me, Joe, what do you think about this kid? I said, man, I think you got a championship material. This guy's definitely one of the better ones out there. That's when he was a 118-pounder. But to me, it's been an honor to be in there with him. I can tell you that I've been in there with Manny. I've seen those punches. I've seen the speed, the defense, the offense.
Accuracy.
The guy's got it all.
Timing.
And, and on top of that, interviewing a couple of months back, when I interviewed with Adrian Broner, he's such a gentleman. He said, he was back in the dress. We were back in the dress room, and I got
so he interviewed Manny Pacquiao before he fought Adrian Broner.
Yeah, the night before, right after the weigh-in. So I got to talk with him, and he's such a gentleman. Always gives you the time. He's one of the nicest guys you will find out there. But put on those gloves in the ring.
He's an animal, man.
He's an animal in there.
Absolutely.
And he has what it takes. He made me. There was another great fighter out of the Philippines, Flasher Lorde. Flasher Lorde was one of the better fighters out of the Philippines back in the 60s and 70s around there. He was another one. There was a few. You had the other kid. They call him the Pineapple from. I believe he lived in Hawaii.
Pineapple. I don't know Pineapple.
There was a couple of fighters for the Philippines that they were really outstanding champions, and now we have Manny Pacquiao. There's another one.
Filipino fighter?
Yeah. Delarmy. A couple of featherweights out there that fought. Anyway, Manny Pacquiao stands outstanding, top of all the Filipino fighters. But Fletcher Lorde was a pioneer when coming out of the Philippines, showing that talent that they have in the Philippines.
They're fighting people over there, man. And anyone who knows Manny Pacquiao's story is just, there's a reason why every book that could be written about him isn't enough.
Donito Donaire.
Yeah.
He's the other Filipino.
Is he Filipino?
I believe he is.
Either way, he, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's a stud though too. He's a good little fighter.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you know what? While we're doing this, let's talk about the undercard because I'm actually super intrigued about the undercard.
Who's the Hawaiian Punch? Who's the Hawaiian Punch?
The Hawaiian Punch is, oh my God, Brian Valoria.
Brian Valoria
is the Hawaiian Punch. There we go. Thank you.
But Donito Donaire is Filipino.
Absolutely.
And he has he's the guy. He's still around. He's still doing it.
He's still doing it. He's going to be fighting Naoya Inoue in the final of the World Boxing Super Series.
Well, that's great. Donito Donaire is another nice guy. He lives here in Las Vegas, and what a class guy.
And speaking of bantamweights, because that's what he fights at, and that's what that World Boxing Super Series is going to be at. You got another bantamweight champion named Louis Neri. He's going to be on the undercard of this fight fighting Juan Carlos Payano, who recently lost to Inoue, but who's a former world champion. Payano's no pushover. You got Yordanis Ugas, who we just saw lose a very controversial decision to Sean Porter, WBC welterweight champion, stood right in this very room. I met him right over there.
Yeah.
Last time I was
Plant.
here.
And then we got Caleb
Plant fighting Mike Lee, the Subway guy. You got Sergey Lipinets, fresh off of his defeat of.
They're all great undercards. I'll tell you, all these.
And then you got F.A. Ajagba too in there.
You got great.
It's like 5 fights, man.
5 great fights on the evening Saturday night. That's a pay-per-view event, and I'll tell you that you fans you're gonna be really
in for a treat, man.
In for a big treat fight, seeing these great fighters on the undercard. Then, of course, the main event. I mean,
events.
This is probably the best card of the year.
Oh, my God. It's the biggest fight. Why do you think I wore my feather bow tie? I've been saving this for a special occasion.
I thought you were going out with the girls tonight.
I was going.
Yeah.
Well, but I was gonna wear. I would have put it on later.
Yeah.
I just wanted. I'm very excited about this. It's a big weekend. It's maybe the biggest show of the year.
That's real feathers.
It
is little feathers,
it's
man.
Good stuff, huh?
It is.
I've been saving it. I was excited.
I love it. Yeah.
I know.
Anyway, John.
That's why, man. This is the card of the year for a lot of reasons. I'm just hoping it lives up to the expectations.
Yeah, John Zimmer did a show the other day with Dan Hewitt from United Kingdom. And John did such a great job.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
And Dan Hewitt, he was here in Texas this past weekend.
I know.
Commentating on some fights. And a good guy, He's really
love
good
Dan
guy.
Hewitt. If you don't know.
And what I love about Dan, he called me up to be on the show one day. And it was a great interview. When I saw have you on the show, that was great as well. To see my colleagues, get international exposure, with Dan Hewitt, such a great commentator and a big avid boxing fan.
Absolutely.
So I want to take off my hat to him. I hope he has safe travels back home.
And if you guys don't watch this show, you absolutely should. It's called On the Box. It's on Boxing TV. It's a Facebook page just like anything else, but it's Boxing TV.
Yeah.
And he has a show called On the Box with Dan Hewitt, and he does an excellent job.
Yeah.
And thank you for having me on, Dan.
Yeah, we're going to be having more shows with John and hopefully get Dan on one of our shows one day.
I'd love to have Dan on. That'd be awesome.
When you come out here to Vegas.
I'll give you a quiz this time.
Yeah. Yeah, we got
your boxing.
Yeah, he's always giving people a quiz, and you got to wonder.
Give me a pop quiz, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know what to do.
But you're accurate with all of them.
I aced it.
You passed, so that was good. It goes to show that the people we have on our side here have a little smarts.
Exactly.
We're not as dumb as we look.
Thank goodness.
But,
absolutely.
But we definitely love sharing our shows around the world, and we have a big fan base in the Philippines. And
speaking of which, I just want to touch real quick. Those of you who are watching us on Facebook right now, we appreciate it. We always love coming live to you. We always love doing this. It's one of our favorite things on the planet because it's exciting. We're live in front of thousands of people. But at the same time, if you don't get a chance to catch us or you tune in later, whatever you do, you can always catch us on Facebook. The same channels, Fair But Firm, Into Boxing, another one of our partners who we love and appreciate. Thank you, John. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, everybody over there.
And also on the YouTube channel is so
That's
important.
what I was getting to, baby. The YouTube channel is a big one. If you want to watch us, please hop onto our YouTube channel, Fair But Firm channel. Just type in Fair But Firm. We're the first thing that comes up. And make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share all those if you like them, if you think your friends would like them. And if you just want to listen to us while you drive, while you work out, whatever it is, you can also download us on iTunes, on the podcast, on Spotify, on Google Play, on audioboom.com. And literally there's a lot more that I don't even know about. We're on everywhere that has podcasts, whatever you listen to podcasts on, whatever platform you choose, we're there. Please subscribe and please share. Thank you.
I heard we were up in Mars.
We're probably on Mars too.
Yeah. And I know they have it on the satellite.
The satellite?
Yeah, they have the astronauts up there.
They listen to us?
They're listening to us.
That's good stuff, man. Shout out to the astronauts.
Yeah, they listen to us every day. They love the show. So I say the astronauts up there watching and listening to us, we appreciate your...
They get good internet up there? They get good stuff?
Hell yeah.
I got to, right? Because
they got satellite, man.
Satellite, they make the internet.
They make the internet.
What am I thinking about?
I don't know.
I'm not very seen. Maybe I am as smart as I look.
Well, but you're a smart dude, buddy. And but I could tell you one thing is that we're so happy to share our show with you viewers out there and listeners to this show, because this show is definitely a show that we talk from the heart. We don't read no scripts or nothing. We just read it, keep it in memory bank, and we talk about what we expect for you guys to
come off the cuff, baby. We love it. That's why I love the live, man. We're walking the tightrope. It's the most fun in the world. Hey, I want to before we jump back into Manny Pacquiao, Keith Thurman, because I know we'll close by talking more about that. I want to congratulate Shakur Stevenson. You keep up your good career, man. I like what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're a force inside the ring and outside the ring too. So I appreciate everything you do, and keep up. You're stellar, kid. You're stellar. Congratulations on your first headlining matchup this weekend, and keep continuing to perform.
Yeah. All you gotta do is Shakur now. Your manager's got to put you up against better opposition, people that can really fight. That's what's going to make you better and be championship
material. He had that step up last fight against what's his name, Christopher Diaz.
Yeah.
But this was one that I think was just a showcase. It was his first headline fight. I think they were just trying to.
Yeah, but I think the next fight coming up, he's going to be fighting
He's calling out Warrington.
Yeah, well, that'll be good.
I hope he gets him.
I think he could do fine against Warrington.
I'd love to watch him against Santa Cruz. Any of those dudes, Any of those guys.
I don't want to see him get rushed too quick.
I agree.
I mean, remember what I kept saying about Fernando Vargas got pushed too quick against Tito Felix Trinidad? And you saw what happened.
Never the same, yeah.
He was never the same, and that was because I think management didn't do it the right way. They should have waited. He was only like 22, 23 years old. They put him with Felix Trinidad, the best welterweight out there, super
Yeah.
welterweight champion, and put a whipping on Fernando Vargas. And we don't want to see it happen. This kid, Shakar Stevenson, has so much talent.
He really does.
He's so young. They can marinate him and get him to a nice Santa
Oh, my
Cruz
God,
later
yes.
on.
I would love that.
Warrington. No rush. You got to do like what Oscar De La Hoya did with Canelo Alvarez.
You step up, but at the right time.
Yeah, at the right time. He said, no, we're not going to fight Triple G right now. It took 3 or 4 years to fight him. And when he fought him, look what happened. I mean, very close fights, controversial endings. But you know
I
what?
think we might be getting another one of those.
Yeah, I think another one.
That's the way
maybe.
it's looking, bro, because they don't have an opponent yet. And DAZN isn't signing off on him fighting a nobody. They got too much money in him. He's probably going to end up having to fight Triple G or, okay, best case scenario is Triple G or Kovalev. I don't think Kovalev's happening. So your next best scenario is either Triple G or Jaime Munguia, which would be the worst case scenario.
Yeah, now talking about great things are going to happen in boxing. Right here, where we are right now, here at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame Museum. This coming Friday night, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. here at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame Museum. We're going to have legends in boxing, a lot of champions, because this is fight night, the night before the main event. So we expect all the fans to come here, have cocktails, and they have some nice food, some nice pizza. If you like pizza, we're going to have plenty of Papa John's pizza here.
Papa John's, there you go.
They're going to be sponsoring this, and we're going to have the eye drink. You can see the eye drink. Here, Neil Feynman, who's the CEO of the eye drink company, a good friend of ours that I partnered up with, and we're going to be doing a lot of good things here Friday night at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame Museum. Michelle Corrales-Lewis, the president, will be here, and so will Rich Murata, the founder of Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame, will be here, and so many of the world champions. Jesse Vargas is definitely going to be here, Bone Adams, Leon Spinks.
Really?
And there's so many other great champions going to be here Saturday night.
They're all going to be.
We don't have a list. I don't have a list offhand right now, but watch on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. You can see all the names of all the champions and former world champions that will be here Friday night at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. That's within the Heads Up Museum. This is a trick art museum on Las Vegas, Maryland
Boulevard
Parkway
Mall, yeah.
at the Boulevard Mall. And the tickets are only $25 per ticket. You can't beat that with a stick. I'm telling you that Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame will have a great event Friday night here at the Boulevard Mall. Make sure you come by, shake hands, come in and do some. This is the only interactive museum, boxing museum in the world. I mean, you come in here, you can hit the heavy bag, the speed bag. You can get in the ring, move around a little bit, showcase a little bit of your talent if you have any. And if you don't have any, we'll teach you a little bit how to bob and weave, you know. But this is what the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame is all about. And once you're in here at the Nevada Hall of Fame, you're going to see all the memorabilia we have here.
There's really an insane amount of
Diego
artifacts.
Corrales, Mike Tyson, Eric Morales, Marco Barrera, Richard Steele, Joe Cortez, and there's so many other, Tommy Hearns. You have so much memorabilia that we have here at the Nevada Hall of Fame. You got to come in and just having the experience of coming in, jumping into a professional ring, putting on the gloves, put on the headgears, make yourself look like a clown with the headgears on, and put on the gloves. If you don't know how to box, at least you can look like a fighter.
You look like you
can
fight.
tell people you fought the best in the world. They got to believe you to see you with the headgear, the
Well,
gloves
they go,
on.
wow, yeah, this guy obviously knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I better watch what I...
They're gonna fear you. You can put that on your Facebook
profile picture.
Yeah,
People
that
will
picture
know
with
you
the
mean
boxing
business.
gloves on, the headgear, make a mean face. You're here at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.
Make
This
a
is
mean face.
a must-see location when you come into Las Vegas. Any place around the world, Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame is open from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every night, and on Fridays and Saturdays open from 10 a.m. to 12 midnight. So you can spend this out. You have so much to do here with the trick art, and you have the escape rooms here. There's so much to do here. You can spend 4 or 5 rooms that you can just go to the escape rooms. There's so much to do here.
Axe throwing and stuff?
Have axe throwing, and make sure you're not in the way.
You got bobbing and weaving.
Bobbing and weaving. We see the hatchets coming your way.
Joe Cortez taught me how to bob and weave, so now I'm ready to dodge some axes.
But you got the heavy bags here. You got the speed bags. If you think you want to show off your talent, you can do it right here. Get in the ring, dance around a little bit. Hope you can show some good movement. And if you don't, like I said, John Zimmer will teach you how to bob and weave.
I'm going to get hit with an axe. That's no good. I'm not the bob and weave type.
Yeah, but
That's so funny.
Yeah, but Michelle Carvalho is doing a great job here with the Nevada Hall of Fame. We got to thank Tim and Chad for giving us support and backing the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. And we got Caitlin and the girls that do the artwork here, the photography, the Jamie Vinsek and her sister, Brandy, who are just wonderful individuals. They're part of this team here. And the whole staff here at the Heads Up Museum. If you want to check out the website, Heads Up, that's Heads Up with a Z, HEADZ, upvegas.com. You go to the website, or you go to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame.com, and you can buy tickets for this event. Like I said, it's only $25 Friday night. If you can't afford $25, you don't belong in Vegas, because you spend that on tip just for a drink. So you come into a door here and go into a museum and be with all these champions. You get an Uber, drive in
and you get
on
pizza.
The trip, and you get pizza too. All you can eat is pizza.
I spent $20 on pizza this morning.
Is that right? This morning, huh?
Keep this figure, yeah.
No, for all kidding aside, fight fans, we love you guys. We want to share everything that we have here with you. John and I have a lot of fun every week, just being on the show and talking about the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame and boxing in general, because boxing is such a great sport. We had a bunch of kids here at the museum yesterday.
Oh, so cool. Yeah, I saw on Facebook.
And Saturday, they found the kids. They were like little ants all around this ring. They were jumping all over the place, jumping through the ropes. They almost gave me a heart attack. But you know what? The father, the mother said, "Man, is this a daycare place? I can leave him here, walk away, come back." What? It was basically what it was.
That's basically what it was.
Man,
Joe Cortez.
I was babysitting this kid, but I tell you, I had loved every minute of it with these kids. It was just so much fun.
Hall of Fame babysitter.
Oh man, I'll tell you, I put on the gloves on these kids, the headgear, and I had to punch in the heavy bag, the speed bag, and in the ring here. They would have so much fun. That's what we like, sharing our love and our knowledge and wisdom with you guys here in Las Vegas. You come to Las Vegas, I promise I'll give you guys a big hug as well.
I love that so much, Joe. I think it's time for predictions.
Okay, predictions Saturday night.
Saturday night, you go first.
I tell you, I'm going to go first. I'm going to tell you that Manny Pacquiao is going to go first. With the hard punches, the defense, he's going to go after Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is going to feel him out the first minute or so. But, they're going to show who's going to show respect first. And Manny Pacquiao going to bang him a couple of shots. Somebody's going to get rocked in our first round. They're going to dictate the fight.
I love
They're going to try to dictate every round from there, and then it's going to be a war. It's not going to be easy for either one of them.
Who wins and how?
I say that Manny Pacquiao is going to end up stopping Keith Thurman.
Stoppage.
In around the 9th or 10th round.
9th or 10th. I love that. I agree with you. The beginning is going to be a feel-out round with one big shot. You'll notice it, and then they'll kind of back up against, and then they'll keep going. I think it really comes down to gas tanks. I mean, even you know what I mean? A lot of people tell me Manny Pacquiao's gas tank is still bigger, even with his age. I don't agree. I think he's 40 years old. I think Keith Thurman wins by decision, and I'm looking forward to see who's right between us. Either way, I'm excited to see this fight. And my God, you're talking about a legend, daring to be great, daring to be, to keep being great. Now, you're talking about not a legacy-defining fight, but a legacy adding fight, and it's just what an incredible.
I can tell you that
weekend.
Saturday night is going to be one of my greatest nights to remember in boxing for the simple reason that we know we're going to watch two great fighters.
You're about to watch history, is what you know. Yeah, you're about to watch history.
Exactly. This fight going to go down in the history books as one of the better fights and one of the most exciting fights you're going to see in the welterweight division. We've been talking about welterweight division for a while.
Non-stop, man. We've been saying, hey, you know what's funny is we've been calling for a unification belt. Like, when are these champions going to fight each other? When is Keith Thurman going to fight Crawford? When is Crawford going to fight Spence? And so now you have the WBA regular champion fighting the WBA super champion. That's the closest we've gotten for a while to get a unification belt. But I'll tell you, I'll take it. It's nice to have two welterweight champions fight each other, no matter what distinction they're given.
This reminds me of the era of Hagler, Hearns.
That's high praise. I love it. Duran and Leonard.
Leonard, all those guys. Duran, Leonard, Hearns.
Four kings, baby.
I mean, they were in there. That's where it's going to be with the welterweight division. Right now, the welterweight division has about 6 top-notch welterweights there.
Oh, yeah.
Not only 4, but 6. I can tell you right now, it's going to be Saturday night going to be the beginning of everybody talking about full-time the welterweight division.
Because you follow this up with Spence Porter right afterwards.
Right.
I mean, you're following that up with Crawford versus somebody no one's ever heard of, probably. And then you follow that up with, a unification probably between the Spence Porter winner and the Thurman Pacquiao winner unless.
Yeah.
Now this is something I've been hearing, and I've heard it out of Freddie Roach's mouth. I've heard it once before. I didn't think we'd talk about it again, but you mentioned it earlier. Floyd Mayweather's name's been on the lips of the guys who are in the ring. They've been on the lips of the guys that are behind the ring. It's not just us talking about Floyd Mayweather here. These are the guys. They've made it clear. If they beat Keith Thurman, Team Pacquiao wants Team Mayweather again. And I don't care who you are or what you say, that's still the biggest fight in boxing by a long shot.
Well, I could tell you one thing. I hope that Mayweather makes a decision after this fight Saturday night.
Me too.
What's he going to do? Is he going to challenge these guys? Or these guys going to say, yeah, because everybody knows. If you're going to fight Pacquiao, you're going to make money, you got to fight Pacquiao. You're going to make money, you got to fight Mayweather. And
Mayweather, Canelo, Pacquiao.
Yeah.
Those are instant paydays.
Yeah.
You're going home with money.
But I'm talking about the welterweight division.
Oh, I get you. I'm just saying the biggest names in boxing. Yeah.
But those guys right now, you want to fight anybody in the welterweight division wants to fight Pacquiao or
Mayweather.
Mayweather's been
heavyweights want to fight Mayweather.
Yeah.
Anybody would want. I want to fight Mayweather.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
I
would not be good. No, I can't make weight.
You can't? I'm for $100 million, man.
$100 million, 50 pounds? Yeah, okay, $100 million.
You make weight.
You give me Conor McGregor's payday, I'd make weight. You're right.
$100 million.
$100 million.
Anyway, fans, I want to tell you guys that it's just been an honor to have you here at the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame Museum. Don't forget, Friday night here at the Boulevard Mall in Las Vegas, within the Heads Up Museum, the Legend Nights of Boxing here in Las Vegas, the night before the main event of Pacquiao versus Keith Thurman at the MGM pay-per-view event. We'll see you next week. Take care. God bless. And keep your guards up at all times. And remember, come to the Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. I'm fair, but I'm firm. Touch them up.
Fair but firm.
With the Hall of Fame boxing referee
I'm Joe Cortez.
for all of Las Vegas.
Come on, guys. Let's touch them up. Team fight. I'm Joe Cortez. Fair but firm.